Good morning everyone, Bill here for KB Treks. It's a beautiful morning, and part of the reason why it's so beautiful is because it is opening day of Minnesota State Fair, one of our favorite places for Carrie and I to go. Unfortunately, I'm at the fair. I'm actually working right now, so it's still kind of early to tell if Carrie's going to be able to get off of work early enough to come meet me, but I'm here, so let's see what's going on at the fair on the first day. One of the first things I noticed is I came in through Gate 9 off of Como Avenue, and they have expanded the entry over here. There's two sections. This area used to be that Rapid River or whatever ride. It was like a water ride. It's been closed for the last year or two, maybe longer. You can see the slingshot going up in the background. But this used to be the pathway right here where the darker concrete is, and they expanded out here, and this looks very nice for what they did. As I said, they have two security gates now instead of one, so that's a big positive for trying to get in. This is between the Miracle Birth Barn and the slingshot, just pointed out. And they also expanded the wheelchair and scooter rental area, and they opened a photo spot here only in Minnesota. This area has actually rotated a little bit over the years. They used to have like a go-kart track over here and a couple other rides or things. It seems to rotate a lot of times. I don't know if this is more permanent because it's been, they've had things over here more recently. I remember at one point they used to have like a high diver show over here, but that was a long time ago. We're over by the Minnesota Lottery booth, and this is another spot that they added for photos. There's Paul and Babe. I think I'm going to make my way toward the grandstand area, and this is the DNR section. I kind of have a wildlife or wild type setup here. It kind of looks like it would be like a muskrat or beaver type nest. A couple new vendors or places. They got the ice fishing here, and then you can also get a photo spot here. I'm actually looking for photo spots today for something I'm working on. So, partial disclosure, I'm just kind of wandering because I only have a couple minutes before my next work shift thing I have to do. And this line for a Tiny Tim Donuts, it's only about 9:30. So a lot of people are looking for that breakfast item. This is Dan Patch Park. We're just to the left of the ramp for the grandstand. And something that's interesting about this area is it could change daily with who's in here. So like there's Medtronic. Looks like in Dan Patch here today they have a robotics group showing off. There's a lot going on in Dan Patch today. There's a lot of people in here showing their things. Apparently it's STEM Day, S-T-E-M, and they are showing off different things that kids could get involved with to learn for STEM programs. And in Dan Patch they also have the stage. Right now it's a speaker from the Eagle Center down in Wabasha, the National Eagle Center. I've actually met this guy doing the presentation before. He is great, but today they're showing off all some of the eagles that they have down at the Eagle Center that travel.
2 hours later.
All right, I'm back. I had to go do some, real work stuff, whatever. And look who I found. My folks ran into me, or I ran into them, or I just said, "Hey, are you here?" So anyway, we're gonna go find something to eat. I don't think there's anything to eat around the fair. Nothing to eat at the fair. Okay, maybe we'll get lucky. We gotta make our way down Dan Patch Avenue. The grandstand is kind of to my left / behind me. Crowds aren't too bad. I found him. There he goes. Found him. We're gonna go to one of Mom's new favorites, the Midway Men's Club. Men's Club is one of those that are ran by volunteers for benefits going to charity. And I got a double cheeseburger for $5. My folks got singles for $4. How's the burger?
Very good.
We're going to head into the Creativities building to go check out a couple things in here. I'm always amazed at the craftsmanship in the Creative Activities building. Just some very talented people that live in Minnesota. Wow, here's a sweepstakes winner. Wow. Amazing work. These cakes are interesting. They're like places that you can go visit in Minnesota. Oh, but there's Babe and Paul Bunyan, and you can see the Jolly Green Giant. This guy is up north, Dairy Queen. Well, world's largest dilly bar, I should say. Oh, there's Paul Bunyan and Babe from Brainerd, Minnesota largest candy store. You find your bread, Dad? Find your bread?
Well, I found the potato rolls.
Right now we're looking for Dad's bread. He entered the competitions, or several of them actually.
Right there.
Right there? You got a blue ribbon?
Yep.
Looks like it.
There's my dad's bread, first place for his potato bread. He's very excited about that. My dad actually entered 8 or 9 bread competitions for the Creative Arts Building, and then some more over the honey. We have not checked out the honey yet. They didn't post that online, at least not yet, so we're going to go over there in a little bit. How are you feeling, Pop?
Good.
Good? Yeah? Feels good to bring home at least one winner?
Yep. Yep. I'll take it.
I found some more of your bread over in the next cabinet.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a fun little group here, Quilt on a Stick, Minnesota mascots. Wow, I don't know if the same person or multiple people. These are cute. Oh, this quilt is cute. It's made out of dachshunds. That's adorable. Got the little head tilt too. Wow, this is another sweepstakes winner, and it looks almost real. That's crazy. Nice in the Creative Activity Building, you can refill your water bottle. Just left out of the Creative Activities Building, we're going to head over to the Ag Building, which is this building right up here that's sticking out behind O'Gara's. Speaking of O'Gara's, we stopped at O'Gara's, and what are these, Dad? Cheese bites?
Cheese bites.
Cheese bites, how much were these?
$10.
What do you think of your cheese bites? Yeah, they're kind of like fried cheese curds, really. But they got like a different crust to them. I don't know, they're okay.
I thought they were bread cubes.
There's kind of a cross cut of that. You can see there's a bit of breading in there with the cheese, but yeah, it's pretty much like a cheese curd in many aspects. There's the 2 o'clock parade at Eden Prairie. They have a lot of high school marching bands in the State Fair parade. We're walking into the Horticulture building. In the center here they have a couple of fairy tales, stories of Hansel and Gretel that they had people make displays for. They got Humpty Dumpty and the Horse's Men, and there's a spinning wheel that Rumpelstiltskin would make into gold thread from hay. Oh, here they have Hansel and Gretel. So there's the gingerbread house. And actually you can set up so you can stick your head through there for a photo op where you can be Hansel or Gretel.
Are you worried about Hansel?
Not as much as I'm worried about Gretel.
This tree with the pink flowers on them is beautiful. This is actually the story of the ugly duckling. And go to land far, far away. And there's Shrek. Oh man, that was a bad accent. Another classic, Jack and the Beanstalk. And I don't know if that's supposed to be Jack or the giant coming out of the clouds. This is Little Mermaid, and my mom's getting a kick out of the jellyfish are made out of upside down planters. We're in the bee and honey section of the Horticulture building. We're on a quest. We are trying to find Dad's bread that he entered in the competition for the honey competition. I see one. Over there.
Oh.
How about that?
Very good.
And I got 4th place for his challah bread.
For my challah, yeah.
Which is one of my favorite breads that Dad makes. May actually be my absolute favorite that my dad makes. What'd you get, Dad?
2nd place for my ride.
You got 2nd place. Congratulations.
Yay!
Yay.
Baby!
I knew we kept you around for a reason. Look at that, Mom. Dad's not so useless yet. So that's my dad's 4th place for his bee and honey for his challah. And there's a 2nd place for his rye. Something that's kind of interesting about the honey and bee area is they have a lot of live bees where you can see how they operate honeycombs and everything. We're going to walk into the vegetable area of the Horticulture building, and these are the pumpkins. These things are gigantic. These large pumpkins can be up to 1,000 pounds. Looks like the largest one here is 814.5 pounds, which is the one here in the middle at the top. Just amazing. So that's 280 pounds, so that was just a little bit more than me. Not too long, and these could be carved for jack-o'-lanterns. This one might be second place in size, but I think it's the best looking one. This one for largest gourd, it is, I don't know how long. Looks like maybe 10 feet. These are the largest cabbages. And these are the largest tomatoes. Wow.
I've never seen cucumbers that large.
Yeah, cucumbers. There's some zucchini. So these are competitions for the largest, biggest, heaviest, longest type competition. These are not being tested or judged based off of taste, because some of these, when they get too big, they just don't taste right. They get hard or stringy or whatever the case is, depending on the type of vegetable it is. And for these competitions, these are more, they have to be more consistent sizes and looks. That's how you win with this competition. This area over here is decorative vegetables. Like, that's actually, the ball and glove is actually little pumpkins or squash decorated. And of course you got the minions and other displays. But the most interesting over there, if you look at that, I'm zoomed in as much as I can right now, it kind of looks like an alien baby head in the water for that plant. One thing I'm grateful for is they've added a lot more water bottle refill stations around this fairgrounds over the years. This one is next to the restrooms in front of the International Bazaar. So I think I'm going to call it good for the first day of the Minnesota State Fair. Unfortunately, Carrie's not going to be able to make it here because she's got work and can't get out early enough, whatever. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow for day 2 of the Minnesota State Fair, so I want to thank you for joining us. Please do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe. About 90% of our viewers are non-subscribers, so please help us flip that number by subscribing. But until next time, good luck and have fun. See ya!
There were 3 choices.